My mom is too.
Okay, now, in our culture, this is a reminder for everybody listening. The hair place was always the place where we went and got the skinny on what's going on in the town.
That explains the gossip and the talk when they
And
sit.
every neighborhood had a barbershop where the men of the neighborhood congregated to groom and discuss the issues of the community.
And that's exactly what, man.
The mothers, one of these women in the church, do hair at her house, where everybody in the church come get their problem solved by a big mama while they got their hair done. Some of the men were so supportive of that, they built whole hair salons in their basement or on their back porch for their wife to do hair. Why she don't get a shot? It's not personal enough. It's too mechanical.
Right.
Which goes back to how they take the artists that's coming with the new product. It's all it is the cookie cutter molded control they have, right? Now, the rappers have been telling that shit the whole time. And they responding to the rapping and tapping of the spirit knocking of the early 1900s, right? Because if you remember, when we first started rapping, we started off in school beating on the tables, rapping and tapping, right? Now, rapping has never been new to us.
Yeah.
Right? In early rock and roll, Chuck Berry got bars.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, and
Right? I'm talking about in a song.
Yeah.
He got one called Monkey Business. A friend trying to get me up a tree, go and try it. You can buy it. I can pay you next week. Too much of monkey business. Too much of monkey business. But he rapping.
Right.
He ain't the only one. You can go into bluegrass country music. The devil that went down to Georgia. That's an old rap song. Rapping as an art form originated in New Orleans. It was a jive talk.
Yeah, and that was
everybody that used to go to New Orleans. You used to first go to Basin Street to get cleaned up for the nightlife on Bourbon Street. Right? You start off with the barber. He tell you who got the best cologne. If he don't got it, he tell you who got the best cuts of clothes. If you're from out of town, he tell you who you need to hook up with.
They help network people together.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you get done going from one end of Basin Street, you're gonna be totally jazzed out for the night. Right? You ready for the New Orleans nightlight, red light district or blue light district? It really don't matter. Right? So they would go to each district in order to meet the needs of the people that fall on certain categories. So you know that if you ain't from the right category, you don't get caught in the red light district. You get caught in the blue light district, you good. Right? Like you learn all that. So when you get done going down Basin Street, you had all of the rules of the local town. You know who not to fuck with. You know who you can fuck with. You know who you gotta look. If you see so-and-so, you know, give an old lady something, right? They tell you who that big mama is, how they look out for her, right? By the time you get there, now you're going down Bourbon Street for the nightlife. In the nightlife, you costumed out. Shit. This is, you know, at one point in time, it was Mardi Gras every goddamn Friday and Saturday night, right? Because you come in from the fields, unwind on Friday, you go down Bourbon Street, you come back up, down Basin Street, come back up Bourbon Street. Now it's time to go get you a room and take a nap. You don't got church till Sunday, so you got Saturday to lollygag around town all day and hit motherfucking Bourbon Street again, get sloppy drunk, pissy drunk, whatever you're gonna do, go on back to the room, then get up and go to church. And from there you go back to Big Mama house and do you.
Right.
So they don't want the artists to come up with new art forms because they can't mechanize it, right? If they want every great guitar player to sound like Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
No, that's not how you be great. I think the great guitar player is the one who don't sound like nobody else but itself.
Exactly. And that's what they were trying to tell me. They were all like, "Oh, you need to sound like." I'm like, "Nah, bruh. Because what's the point?" And it's like the advice that they were giving me. I'm like, I know they were telling me that they were giving me advice that didn't work, and I'm like, I already know your artists or whatever that you signed or whatever didn't even do that. So why the fuck are you telling me the wrong advice? Like yeah, but it's like everything is so commercialized. Like I'm glad I didn't get
But that's
everything that I
them being the Matrix agent, keeping your ego character that they helped you create in check.
yeah.
So you don't that's what they call it, breaking the mold. You heard that term?
Yeah.
That's what breaking the mold. Because the mold is the artificial construct. Breaking
Yeah.
the mold is when you step into your own self and do your own thing. You're gonna break the mold. You don't fit into their little box. Now though, now you get the consequence part of it. These motherfuckers don't like when you don't fit in a box.
Yeah.
They become violently, extremely belligerent to you sometimes for not fitting in the box that they created in their head or where you should fit.
Right. And we gods, we don't have a box.
Look, they not gods until they can get out of that mindset. As long as they're in that mindset, they not at they. That's not a god. That's an NPC. That's a
Yeah.
9-player character only sitting here to put obstacles in your path.
Yeah.
Don't
Exactly.
fall for that bullshit.
Yeah. No, man, and I'm glad that everything didn't happen so fast for me. Like, and with the whole just thing for why I said this is like a wake up call for this is a cultural wake up call. Like we can't we're meant for royalty. We were never meant to be the face of struggle anyways. Like we're ascending to a different
We
level,
believe
but
in struggle. We believe struggle is ordained for the creation and development of the character of man.
yeah.
We not we not opposed to suffering or struggling, I should say.
Yeah.
It's the unnecessary struggles.
Right. And it's like once you move to a different level,
The ones that's the side effect of the blatant oppression that we are opposed to.
yeah.
Because at that time, our struggle then is no longer to provide for our families. Now our struggle is to overcome this juggernaut of a unconquerable force that's holding our people down and sucking our wealth.
Yeah. I don't want to hear about like all the negative like that. It was a time and place for that. And it's all like now with the
Look,
whole world changing. Like
right. But it don't look when we talking about something, the problem, the magnitude of what we dealing with, very few people can break out of the mold to raise their thinking level to solve those types of problems. The way I see it, if we follow the pattern that nature gave us, follow the hierarchy of the children in the middle, women around the children, the men around the women, concentric circles to the middle. That's the old matriarchal way.
Yeah.
When the great Atlan, as they call it, Atlantis, was functioning operational, they didn't have no motherfucking crime.
Right.
They didn't have sociopaths, psychopaths.
And
That shit was interjected into our reality from somewhere else.
and that's what I was saying.
Under the matriarchy, it's conditioning every child to create the life they want. That's it. In our culture, even with the foreign cultures permeating the land like a cancerous growth, we still practiced our culture out in the open in everybody's face. Some examples is Mardi Gras for the Big Easy, Cinco de Mayo for Mexico, the Chicago Steppers, right? The California Sea Walkers and Bee Walkers. All of these things is our culture that when you take it away from us, being who we are and being genuine to who we are, all of these artistic expressions come out in the mainstream society as a dance craze. Soulja Boy, Memphis on the map, right? When he come out and did all of their children was doing this Superman. You know, some people think it was destructive to hip hop, but it was directly reflective of the culture because it spoke to the hearts of so many children that then it spilled over into the adults. So now you got full grown adults in nightclubs doing the fucking Superman like it's a adult dance. It was done to unify the children and using the spirit of the art. Right? Now y'all looking all in my closet. So we're gonna take our first caller. Maximo's Power Time. Well, while I'm waiting to see if they make this connection and he come in, October, we got a lot of stuff being revealed that the average person is not seeing. Like they had the Crystal City was spotted. They called it Project Bluebeam, but it wasn't. Nibiru has been over Michigan for a couple of nights, and they've been photographing the dust trail, the red iron oxide. And I just got a all passions knock on the sun, SUN, being symbolically on the cross in the imagery of the dust cloud forming what appears to be a cross going behind the sun. So that's a crucifixion of the sun, 3 days to a resurrection on a return. So all these is like spirit codes. We see them in the physical world. The average person, they don't mean nothing, right? So they never let him in. We'll try it again. Yeah, let him in this time. Peace, guys.
Yo, what's up, Peace Chief? What's up, man?
What's going on with you?
Yeah, shit, man. You know, I've been trying to get with you. You know, we got to unite the tribes.
Yeah, I can see it in your face. You one of the Eagle Clan.
I've been on a journey, man. With my mom's right now. We on our way headed to South Carolina.
What's your totem? You know what your totem animal is?
Nah.
You look like you from the bird clan. Like your totem animal should be an eagle, eagle or a hawk. Yeah.
That's what I was saying, hawk, because I found the hawk feather.
Yeah, they talk to you.
Right.
You see him. You see your totem animal in visions. You know you gotta be cautious with that because they don't want us having no hawk and eagle feathers. Them motherfuckers lock our ass up.
I already know, and that's how they distinguish us.
Yeah. When they see us practicing our culture, they institute laws to bar us from practicing that part of the culture, right? And if they already know what you're gonna do, they make it illegal. So when you do it, you're doing it because it's your nature.
Absolutely.
No thought involved. Following your culture, being who you are, but they made this part of it illegal. That's how they declare war. Every warrant is a rant, a war rant, an ongoing declaration of war on the chiefs, the princes, and the people of the land.
And I feel it running through my blood.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. I've been having ascension symptoms and everything due to it. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everywhere I go.
Just remember, the tree is the most stable energy.
I know that's what I be doing. I grasp the trees for my energy and I
You
speak to
got
them.
chakra in each one of your palms. You got a chakra.
Right?
You got chakras at the bottom of both of your feet.
I know I heard Dr. B speaking on that earlier too. I know that was you
Right.
speaking. No, that's an old live I was watching earlier because I was putting my step pops on to it with you and Dr. B, and y'all was speaking about the chakras at the bottom of the feet. That was with you, Dr. Phil, and Brother Rich.
Now remember,
be serious.
one side of your body is the sending and the other is the receiving, the same as the poles on the battery. When you put your feet to the earth barefooted and your palms to the tree, you just grounded your energy to the most stable two sources known to man.
And I feel like that's the only thing that really gives me that my true energy and let me know that I'm on my right path. The earth speak back to me.
Do you remember about 25, 30 years ago, they had all these pale faces chaining themselves to the trees, trying to stop them from cutting them down. They was camping out in the tops of trees, trying to stop them from chopping them down.
Yeah, that was like a
They
part
was
of the Save the
calling them
Tree
crazy.
movement.
Yeah, and they was calling them crazy tree huggers, right? They could not control the impulse to protect the forest because the trees know who is willing to put their life on the land and protect the forest. So the vibration go out to Mother Earth and the ground. She say, send these people over here that is going to put their life on the land and protect the tree. They couldn't control that shit. If you're going to be on the land going to use you where it needs you.
I know, and that's what the land been doing me. I'm from New York, I'm from Brooklyn, but I'm down in Jacksonville, Florida right now because the land called me down here to my ancestral land, you know, reclaiming my birthrights on every part of the land. Before I got down here to Jacksonville, I was in San Diego. So I went from Brooklyn to Jacksonville to San Diego, back to Jacksonville. Now I'm about to head to South Carolina to another part of our ancestral lands. I feel like I got to lay my feet on all of the ley lines and like receive all of the grid energy from the ground and from the trees, wherever they call me.
Look, you zigzagged across the land in a specific pattern.
I came down from New York, shot it all the way back across to San Diego, shot it back, went through everything. And mind you, I took it on a Greyhound, so I shot it back and then came back down. And then I just went back up to New York and then came right back down. Went back to the Bronx and came right back down.
This is what the chief's supposed to do with that. You travel in the land for a purpose. This is the critical part of the culture we have to remember as we teach the young chiefs how to reclaim the land. You put a sigil on the land because Big Mama driving your energy. Now,
absolutely,
you get the map and you get you a clear sheet and a dry erase marker. Draw the sigil. Follow the points that where you travel to. It's going to make a sigil. Once you get the sigil, first you do an image search because you might find out that the sigil already exists somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? If that's called an ancestral message. You have to study it. Only you can tell you what it really means because it's your sigil. I can tell you what it looked like to me, but you're the only one can give it the definition because it's your life path pattern sigil. Your life path is the journey that you travel. Right?
Absolutely.
You was told to make certain stops. Those are called key places. When you stopped in the key places, you had to reside for a minute.
Yeah, they did that to me when I went through Texas. They made me stay in Dallas for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
When I went through
so
Tennessee,
everywhere you had what's called an unexpected extended stay, that's a dot on the map in the journey. So like, let's say you were supposed to pass through Texas and you supposed to just stop to get gas, but you end up being there for 2 days, right? That's how she holds you to put another dot. Now, later on, it's going to be some other chiefs that you ain't never met before that's going to be doing the same thing. They going to be doing it by either another elder that they talk to, tell them, but y'all gonna have the same sigil, but y'all gonna be to touch different parts of the land.
Absolutely. And that's how
Right.
crazy a part of this part of my journey is, because this is like a part of my journey. Like, I'm with my moms right now. You feel me? I got taken away from my moms when I was 5 years old. I found my moms back on my own when I was 14. So I'm with my moms right now. Mom, say what up to Rod.
Hey, she kept up the speaker. I can't hear nothing. I can hear you now.
Okay, blessings to you. I'm always ahead of yours. I'm always putting Florida water on you on TV. I'm always touching you. I'm always praying for you. I love you, and I thank you so much. I thank you so much. You something else.
How can I lose with that kind of love in